I keep asking you guys every now and then, you know. Do you guys want to do this one over the other? I don't know if that's because you like this session more or like this story more because it's more well known for you, you know? Somebody wants to do with all of them, even though he knows if he rolls critical ones, it's still going to make him fail.
What was it?
Dimeridium bombs. Lambert left them by the beds.
I suppose he had no idea they could interfere with my megascope?
You know, Lambert's not exactly an expert on megascopes, so...
Please. Lambert is mean, not stupid. But no matter. More importantly, I shall finally be able to contact Ida.
The Ida? Elven Sage? What do you want from her?
Stay and you'll learn for yourself.
Members of the Lodge don't let just anyone in on their secrets, or so I've heard.
Consider it a token of our trust. Now let's begin. And Geralt, behave, please.
Didn't you just say you trust me?
Stop twisting my words.
Admiral Yennefer at Vengerberg. Gwynglade.
Cadmil and Severn.
Why have you summoned me?
We've come up against a curse. One we must lift. It was uttered in a dialect of Elder speech unfamiliar to me.
I see. The words of the curse?
Vafel Elen, Kedmil Fol.
That's because I went with real life physics when I was doing your campaign. Meaning, I went with real life physics heroes. Meaning, it didn't matter how strong you are, you could still fail.
The words before.
Yes, in legends, of the kind that do not end happily.
Can you help us with the curse?
To a degree. Agnes de Glanville's incantation, combined with Elder's triangle, inverted, of course. They are your only possible recourse. But I cannot guarantee that even they will suffice.
Thank you, Severn. Vafel.
That does not conclude our conversation.
What's the problem, More?
Let me guess. You want something in return.
If I may, Gwynblade, I'd like to request. Stop guessing. Just listen. The time of the white frost and white light is nigh.
And the world will perish amidst ice. I know Ithleen's prophecy.
I don't doubt you know it. But do you understand it? The Elder Blood can initiate the final age, the time of the end. Or stop it. Remember this, Gwynblade. For you will be the one to determine if the seed bursts into flames.
All in all, interesting conversation. What now?
You can start by apologizing for acting like a boor, despite my asking you not to.
I'm sorry. It's just when Ida started in with that patronizing tone.
What?
You decided to prove she was completely justified to adopt that attitude. Well done, Geralt. Bravo.
Sorry.
Enough.
What, Zero?
Finish whatever it was you and the boys were planning to do. Then we'll begin.
What? I know. I don't know if always mind matches does match or not. I don't really pay attention to it. Wait, no, my brain does match my brawn if I actually think about it in all the examples I have. Never mind.
What's this? Brewing potions?
No. Booze from potato peels.
For my welcome back feast?
Actually, more like my farewell feast. Haven't heard? Madame Sorceress has requested I fortify the phylactery with power from the Circle of Elements. Says it's essential to lifting the curse from that monstrosity of yours.
Don't sound too thrilled about all this.
I'm not. You know the trek to the Circle's no walk in the park. In more ways than one.
Let me go with you.
Well, might have more spring in my step with the famous white wolf at my side. So, you ready?
Yes, let's go.
No reason to wait. Let's go.
Let's get this
meant
done.
To tell you, can't get to the Circle through the mountains.
I know.
Rock slide block.
The medallion?
Exactly. Remember the way?
Not easily forgotten, that.
He who returns with his medallion will prove himself worthy and may set off on the path.
Vesemir ever hear you impersonate him?
Yeah. Old man can't stand it.
Sabola's breach. Still haven't patched it up?
Vesemir'd like to. Doesn't bother me, though. Not expecting anyone to lay siege, and this way I got a shortcut to the pond.
Shame those salamander assassins didn't punch a few more holes in our walls.
Or finish the job and reduce these ruins to rubble.
Yeah.
Been thinking. We gonna swim across the pond?
No, I got a boat moored there.
I know, Zero.
For fishing.
I'm the one who arranges the combat from the enemies, remember? There are times when you were as good as you are now with the dwarf, and a weak enemy has dealt you almost about a fatal blow. If you got shitty rolls, yeah. So maybe even if you got, well, if you got shitty rolls, definitely, but it would depend on some of the rolls as well, Zero.
Nice shot.
That's
Hunting's almost a diversion.
Tell me about Vesemir. Things any better between you?
Seems so. Old man's dropped the moralizer, and I try not to piss him off too often.
Working out well?
Moderately. Castle's pretty big. Easy to stay out of each other's way. Damn it! Moored it right here, I swear.
Line must have come loose.
Really? Here I thought the boat untied itself to go for a jaunt on its own. Damn it. In this fog, we'll never...
There a storm before I arrived?
Let me think. Yeah, 5 days passed.
Wind must have grabbed the sail, tugged the boat off its mooring. Boat drifted into the bushes.
Are you wrong about what? Climbing the mountain. Yeah. It was life threatening. guess, but it was life-threatening for the pups. There was more what I'm referring to. And Hannah just doesn't just think about you, if you can tell. Yeah, I know. You told me afterwards.
Water hag.
Great. Last.
You didn't protect him properly. Yeah. You didn't protect him properly.
All right. Cave entrance is just opposite. See it? Gotta sail across the pond, go through the cave, climb Troll's Head, and we're there.
Doesn't seem like such an ordeal now, does it?
No. Still gives me the shivers, though. You know, only 2 boys returned from my group.
You were the ones who ran into old Speartip in the caverns, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. Jump in the boat.
All right. I'm taking the tiller, though.
Because?
'Cause it's my boat, not up for discussion.
Yeah. Oh, don't I ever.
Make this boat
The only
yourself.
person was me who did 0.
You don't like it,
And that's the only reason why I apparently stayed out of trouble with Silver.
Quit whining.
Or with
It'll make it
Luna.
across the lake.
Provided we don't
Lunas.
smash into something
Whatever her name
first.
was.
Barely see the tip of my nose.
Luna, thank you.
Fog's thick as curdled milk.
Never took you for a poet.
Oh, but I am one. Want to hear a limerick?
Sure.
Lambert, Lambert, what a prick.
Not bad.
Fall off a bit. Sails fluttering.
Don't teach your grandma to suck eggs. Right, almost there.
Something that gets you fucked, other times it gets you killed. Yeah, and then I've sent an NPC user to save you. As I did with Death. Lance
Ready for
saved
the
him
caverns?
twice.
Almost. Before we go inside,
Ugh, drink a dose of cat, I know. Any more words of wisdom? Like, step softly or you'll wake old Speartip?
sheesh, you're pricklier than Yen.
Ugh, don't fall in love with me. Let's go.
Yeesh, you're more prickly than Yen.
That sounds like a kid.
Don't fall in love with me, dear lord. Oh god.
Gotta be.
Yen's a...
What if it's not?
Whatever you want to do.
It's a Fogland, I remember. Let's go to the cave.
You're probably right. Let's go. Straight to the cave.
Finally, something reasonable.
I actually have done that twice, and it's actually just a Fogland. Just to let everyone else know. Does not affect anything. It's a Fogland. Although I still checked it once or twice, although I still fell for it twice. Alexa, cancel. Technically, I guess, then.
Shit, too damn high.
Not if I give you a boost. Remember? Part of the trials.
A Witcher is a lone hunter.
But even a lone hunter can use a helping hand sometimes. Vesemir.
Ready?
Oh, you fat fuck.
1,
Sorry.
2, 3. You're no feather either. Come on, let's go.
Good luck. It's wrecked by an invisible magical barrier that keeps the town invisible.
Ard, maybe?
I'm not stomping like that.
Now, do you think they put hunter marks on the outside of it so they could find it, Zero? That was...
Ah!
What?
Something fell in my eye. Splinter, I think.
Hope it wasn't from a broken mirror. That'd make you even nastier.
Ha ha.
No. No. Because it would be a mental barrier. There'd be a magic barrier preventing from that, Zero. That's the reason why they had to use marks to know where the place is at. They had to use one mark to break the barrier's blockage, and the other one to track the location.
Sweet, just sleep in there. Makes you want to make this moment last forever.
Yep. How do you think they stay protected for so long? I told you they lived for the first war. They told you they lived for the first war with the demons. They just didn't live for the War of Frost. There's no reason getting all prickly about it. Why are you complaining about it? Yeah. Lance did. Just didn't, because
Good to be back.
he told you it was meant to be kept a secret, so he thought you would understand.
You mean the trolls? They're in for trouble, not us.
Don't know who you're trying to impress. Tough guy stuff's just not working on me.
Look who's talking. Vesemir told me about that job you did for those Nilfgaardians in Velen. What? What are you doing?
Killing monsters.
Good one.
Just came out that way. Come on.
Ha! See him shit and run as soon as he saw us?
Mm-hmm. Never known a troll to do that.
Witcher is to walk no more.
What?
Stop. East Mountain, Trolley Mountain. Troll Mountain. Huh? Oh.
I know you're not trying to use dagger unless it's absolutely necessary.
This Troll Mountain.
You talk to these idiots.
Take my advice. You don't want to mess with us.
Trolley advice take. No. Troll's advice. And Witcher3 takes must it.
Enough! Out of my way, dimwits, or I'll grind you to gravel. Understand?
They understood all right. Congrats.
Run for the cave! Before they stone us to death!
Yes, sort of. That wouldn't solve anything. Be better to know where they're coming from and know how many there are.
We walk throws. News goes no far more. Witches is understand it?
We understand it, but we still gotta get to the Circle of Elements.
Listen, but we trolls come no to Witcher3 castle. Rocks lots there. Let him rock.
Enjoying this little chat? Cause it's not getting us anywhere.
I'm talking. Fact is, you know as much about negotiating as they do about grammar. We're not here to hurt you. We don't want to touch your rocks. Just let us pass.
Troll rock throw. Witcher3 strike no back. Just talky. Witcher, good? Only you. Witcher3 monster kills trolls monsters. Yes, true is. No face, man.
I don't kill all monsters, bud.
We do go this. Use sharp back clubs leave here. Use pass. No agrees? We smash.
We'll leave our swords here. Come back for them. Yeah.
All right. We'll leave our swords here. Pick them up on the way back.
We want to know. Thick metal. Mouth stings.
You nuts?
Shut up and follow my lead.
Thank you, trolls.
Think you might have missed your calling. If I remember Pappy Vesemir's lessons correctly, Witchers kill monsters.
Your memory's shit. They only kill harmful monsters.
What, Zero?
Well, we made it.
No denying that. Damn. Beautiful view.
That would give issues to the hatchlings that want to go outside of the barrier or want to hunt outside of the barrier, Zero. There are other ways of getting in and out of the barrier without getting noticed. That would give issues to those who did.
Must be if you noticed it.
Geralt, who do you take me for?
Let me think. A sourpuss?
Fair enough.
There are better ways of doing that than using traps necessarily, though.
Let's get to work.
Remember
The
how
trap
the
is also
circle-
very easy for a well-known trapper to see.
It's
If they're a
fine,
good
old
trapper,
man.
they'll know there's a trap there, Zero. It doesn't matter what kind. Your best bet is to... Sorry.
How'd it go? Water, then earth, then air?
I'm just trying to give you the best bets. If they think... Zero. If you tell them that there is traps, but you put none there, they're likely to believe you if you're trustworthy, right? So if that's the case, if you told someone, hey, there's a trap up ahead, but you didn't know if there actually was or not, they're still going to check for the trap. But if there is no trap, they might believe there is one that they can't check for. You're more likely to catch them than to not catch them that way. Then don't, but I'm saying that's an option. I don't like to lie either, Zero. I'm just aware of sometimes what kind of lies require some things. We lie to our children about Santa Claus, yet we still talk about him. for an example. And for another example, Easter. There's more to it than that. What about like the hall worm lies, or there's a boogeyman underneath your bed, so you'll stay in bed kind of lies, Zero?
While we catch a breather.
We lie about hundreds of things. We do it to protect them, not to necessarily hurt them at all times.
How'd you deal with the trolls when you passed the trial?
You know, or to get them to stay in their bed. It's not all bad lies.
Oh, yeah.
A lie in general, yes, is bad, but depending on what it's used for, it can also be qualified as good.
Sign, Axie. Saved my life a short while ago.
But still, a lie is bad nonetheless, so I prefer not lying myself as well. I can't say. Anyway.
Sense a good story coming.
One of the best. A couple of road robbers stopped me.
One
pointed
use a
a
washer.
crossbow, and the other started rummaging through my satchel. I made the man with the crossbow shoot his friend, and then hang himself.
Didn't have to kill them.
But I could, so I did. 2 whoresons less in the world. Big deal.
Tell me, you always been such a cynical bastard?
No, I was adorable before Vesemir brought me to Kaer Morhen.
We all went through it.
That's just it. Not everyone made it. Lots of boys died here. Boys taken against their will.
It was our destiny.
Destiny? Let me tell you about destiny. My dad was a drunk. He'd knock a few back, then beat me and Mom bloody. We prayed for his death every night. One day our prayers were almost answered. Dad lost his way coming home from the tavern, walked smack into a nest of neckers. But some Witcher saved him. Know what he wanted in return? Give me the first thing you see when you get home. My life. For the life of that prick? I say fuck that kind of destiny.
go.
Didn't know. I'm sorry.
Next time you wonder why I'm so bitter, well, there's your answer. Alright. We've griped enough. Let's get out of here.
There we go.
Need to get our swords. Witcher with no swords like a man without an arm.
Sure thing, brother.
Witches' sharp back club takes, and home goes.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry. I don't need convincing. Come on, Geralt, let's go.
That's just not how you talk to them. Agreed, buddy. No. What was that, Zero? It only includes the small forest they have, which adds going to a lot more description than I'm supposed to outside a session, and without you being there as character. Think of the barrier like a refractive surface, Zero. It reflects whatever's on the other side, meaning the only reason why people know it's there is if they're smart enough to figure it's like a mirror. Which not many are when you look right at it.
Right. Let's get back.
After you, sir.
Must be Eskel's prince. No one else has left the keep recently.
But I wasn't paying much attention, I was just playing Witcher, like I said. So, I said it's like a mirror. The only way you would know it's there is if you were smart enough to figure out it's a reflective surface, Zero. And not many in the moment would know it because... So, what? There it is.
That's his horse. What's its name? Scorpions. And beautiful animal. A goat. Interesting. Rocks. Tracks end here. Great. Could try to follow my nose. Can't smell Eskel, but there is the goat.
What?
Gotta find a sample of its scent.
What? Yes, I'm playing Witcher.
Bits of bark. Looks like Eskel's goat rubbed against this tree. A clump of goat hair. Ugh, stench. Eskel's tracks. The nose knows.
Nobody knows. Who knows what knows?
Didn't tie itself to this stake.
Supposed to be forktail bait. Guess it works for witchers as well.
As for forktails, bait them thusly. Pound a stake in the soil, bind a goat to it, then hide ye in near to shrubbery post haste.
Brother Adalbert's Bestiary, page 82. See your memories back in full, and sharp as ever in spite of your years.
You're as old as I am, wise guy. Don't let the gray hair fool you.
Good to finally see you again.
You too.
You too. How are things?
Same old, same old. Another day, another drowner.
That it?
I'm a simple witcher wolf. Don't fight dragons, don't fraternize with kings, and don't sleep with sorceresses. Unlike some.
Hey! Yeah, I wouldn't say that, actually.
Try to limit myself to the sorceresses from now on.
No doubt the most pleasant part. Though I'm not sure it ain't the most dangerous, too. Hear that? Incoming.
Here. Oh, there they are. That's Forktail. Ironically, this thing is weak to fire. Hey. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it's a breed of dragon last time I checked.
I see it.
Its nest.
Big bastard!
We can handle this.
Damn it! It's taking off! Hit the wings!
My bow wasn't equipped, apparently. Wait for it, and no! Did I get it? No, fuck it.
Foul, overgrown reptiles. Hate it when they do that. Might have saved us some trouble. Let us kill it now.
And maybe gut itself, run a spit down its throat and out its ass?
Damn straight. Doubt the beast that well-mannered, though. We gotta climb.
Bit of exercise will do you good.
Huh?
Well, you've rounded out a bit. Still got some of last winter's blubber on you.
Speak for yourself, funny bunny.
Bleeding heavily.
From an artery. Blood's light-colored. Can't fly much further.
Not scared to leave the horse down below? Forktail could decide to have at him.
Scorpion's a warhorse. A purebred Kedwenny. He'll be fine. Have I told you how I got him?
No, don't think so.
Saved his lost knight once. You know, woods, dark, wolves, the standard. Told him, give me what you find at home and all that. No kid this time, but his mare had just foaled.
Eskel and Scorpion, bound by fate. An enchanting tale.
Mock me all you want. You're just jealous.
Yeah, I like Roach. Roach is a good horse.
Landed here.
The old hen she cackled. She cackled on the fence. The old hen she cackled. And she ain't cackled since.
What's that song?
Some old hill folk tune. Perfect for hiking.
Fled to its lair, looks like.
Good. Means it's done fleeing. Gonna make a stand.
Now, Forktails themselves. Yes, they're another breed of dragon. Last time I checked, they were. They're like a wyvern, if I remember properly. Down she goes.
All right, let's collect the spinal fluid and get out of here. Cut into its back, just below the skull.
Okay.
Yen tell you why she wants this?
Mean you don't know? And that, doesn't bug you?
I trust her.
No, it doesn't. I trust her.
And they say people learn from their mistakes.
What was that?
Nothing, nothing.
Great, let's go.
Great. Let's go.
Bottle of spinal fluid. Ugh. Sounds disgusting. Huh.
Yes, Wolf?
Great, now I've got that cackling song he was talking about stuck in my head. We're gonna do another race like we did last time.
What do you say to a little race? Maybe see who's faster, Roach or
'Kay.
Scorpion. And who's the better rider.
Gladly. Yes, gladly.
Not really a challenge, because I could beat you riding a lame sow. But why not?
You're a lame sow yourself. First to Kaer Morhen wins!
Okay. 2, 1.
That's it, Roach.
Excuse me, dear. Pardon me, dear. Going this way, are we? Okay, this way it is. No. Okay, I'll slow down a little bit because I need to just turn my stomach. No, I'll speed up again. I've got enough saddle to last all the way to Kaer Morhen. What do you know? That extra saddle and things is worth it. So, I mean, it always usually is worth it, but... Because apparently I'm on Zero's... truck
Finally. Took
thing.
a while.
Saddle kept sliding.
Mm-hmm. Not a crappy show dancer out there who doesn't blame her shoes.
You're a fucking show dancer. But one who's damn good on horseback. Didn't wager anything, but can't help thinking you deserve a prize.
I don't need anything. If you insist. No, I don't need anything, buddy, but thank you.
Come on. Not gonna take anything from you. Buy me around sometime and we'll call it good.
Done deal.
I was never really babysitter when I worked. Yeah. Okay. Why would they need to? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The throat thing, the thing that looks like it's basically a cone that defenses grain or other kinds of seed-like things. Yeah, the auger. I know what it is. I've never driven one. I've never worked with the newer farming equipment. I've never worked with older farming equipment either, but I, in general, know what they do. Shit. I think. But you didn't. Isn't he supposed to do it with a guide? Like, set a few seconds aside to get somebody who can guide you, then do it kind of ordeal?
Got you everything you need.
Splendid. Lambert, prepare the apparatuses. Eskel, go.
Last I heard, my dear, I give the orders around here, not you.
I believe we made an agreement to seek to cure Uma my way.
I said we would help you, that's it. I don't know what you want to do with them, you haven't deigned to inform us. But it's not safe, is it? Just as I thought. Which is why I think we should first try another, less invasive method.
What is the other method?
What's this method?
Derives from folk traditions. I've used it many times. In 1211, to lift the curse that held the Swan of Povis, for instance. I'll take Uma into the mountains.
What then? Will you howl at the moon together?
A bit of respect. You're not talking to Geralt.
No, we will not howl at the moon. I'll lay him down on a gravestone. Come midnight, I'll give him tea made of hemlock harvested from... But I don't see that I need to explain this to you.
In my opinion...
I know your opinion, but I'm not asking anyone's permission. I'm saying what will happen. I'll be back at dawn, with Uma, or whoever hides inside him.
Okay. Well, I mean, Zero. I'm treated like I'm stupid. Sometimes.
So, got the evening off. What do we do with it?
Vesemir mentioned some roof beams in the tower need replacing. Maybe we could see to that. Or we could have a drink.
Sounds a lot better than the beams.
Wouldn't mind a shot myself. Or two.
Nothing I can do. Been outvoted. Let's go.
Do as you will. But in a moment, Geralt and I must talk.
Ooh, sounds serious. Come on, Lambert. See you in a bit, Geralt.
Okay, yeah. We can talk. Sure. What do I do now? Or, something wrong? Something wrong.
Something not quite right?
No, nothing. I just wanted to take you aside, without cluing the others into what we're up to.
Mm-hmm. And what are we up to?
Sneaking upstairs to make love.
Wow. You don't exactly mince words.
I'm too old to play the blushing bride. Unless you ask nicely. So you can join them afterwards, in an hour. Or two.
Sounds great.
Or 3.
I'll hold you to that.
Oh, shoot. There. What?
Well, well. Lovebirds decided to join us. Enjoy yourselves?
You heard the answer to that question, Lambert. Besides, not our business. Yen, we don't have glasses. You alright drinking from a mug?
I'd drink from an old boot tonight. Perhaps instead of getting crocked in deep glum, we could do some catching up.
Okay.
Eventful times for me recently. Kings, dragons, conspiracies, and then...
Listening to the story and answering it both in reality and
thrilled for
in...
Well,
It's
why don't
just a
you tell us
habit of
about
mine,
Uma
sorry.
instead?
Long story. I was on Ciri's trail. Went to Velen, Skellige, Novigrad, where Dandelion needed saving again.
He get caught plowing somebody he shouldn't have been.
Right. Speaking of old friends Novigrad and plowing, how's Triss?
Triss is managing all right.
How are those scars she got at Sodden? Still there?
Lambert, not funny.
Fine. Conversation turned serious? Let's talk. Yen, what do you plan to do with Uma?
I said I'd tell you tomorrow.
So tell us now. It's after midnight.
I'll subject him to the trial of grasses, but only...
You'll fucking what?
Mind your manners, Lambert.
Did you hear what?
Not gonna ask you again.
Sorry. Looking to turn him into a Witcher?
Of course not. As I was about to say, I'll only apply the first half of the trial, because...
Because you want to watch him suffer?
Stop interrupting, or I will watch you suffer. To restore Uma's former appearance, we must first... How do I explain it? Imagine a lump of clay. In order to shape it, you must first moisten it, or it will crumble. The trial's initial part does just that. It opens the body...
You don't want to bring Aqua with
Only
because she's
then
got a
can you
hatchling, and
take
you're
it
wanting
into the
her to stay with her hatchling to protect it. I understand that, Zero. I just don't know why you're badgering back onto this and going off of the subject and then going back onto the subject and then repeating the subject over and over again doesn't change the fact unless you change how you approach the subject itself. Thinking it from multiple different angles can help you with certain things. That's the reason why we approach the same subject over and over again from a different angle, usually. Unless we don't want to do the different angle thing, we want to approach from the same angle over and over again.
See,
Which then
till now
doesn't
we had a
help.
great excuse not to take in apprentices. Seems we'll need to talk it over.
Maybe later. Who's up for another round?
Oh, I am. But we're all out of stuff to chew on. Geralt, mind raiding the kitchen?
Not at all.
Gentlemen, pleasure drinking with you. Lambert especially. But the hour is late. Don't stay up long. Tomorrow's an important day.
Didn't listen, did he?
They never do.
What are you talking about?
Samavilla contract Eskel got a while back. Good story.
Finish it in a minute. First, some more fuel.
Ooh, now that's a kick in the liver. What is it?
The Gauntlet. Equal parts spirit and white gull. What's that look about? Yen's gone to bed. Time for some serious drinking.
Damn straight. Pour us another. Bottoms up.
Neither am I in reality as well. The same way, because I want everything within walking distance, Zero.
How about a round of cards?
Why not? Playing for coin, though, right?
Sure.
Yeah, unless you'd rather play strip Quent.
Maybe I'd finally come to understand what women see in you.
Compare your trouser snakes later. Pouch is on the table.
What's with him? Don't worry about it. Let's play.
Yes, but constantly rattling on these subjects are only going to either make you a little bit more frustrated at them, or try and make you understand things that necessarily aren't going to be easy to understand. Especially when the same subject over and over again comes up. That's impossible. You cannot make everyone happy no matter what you do. Coming to accept this can be difficult, though, for some people's lives. Hmm? No, but there's what reason to be afraid of another town, Zero? It's the same thing. If you wanted to live in Amethyst, that was, yes. Or live in Amethyst if you wanted to, yes. The lumber? Depends on who you're getting it from. But same thing in reality. As far as you know. I said as far as you know. We'll just have 6, so shouldn't it be a draw? Not a... Why did it not count as a draw? That makes no sense. Not that, Zero. I was talking about in the game. Equipment. I know, Captain. I got you covered. Oh, I got a 4. Oh, unless he's got a higher number than 4, I could... Oh, no, I've got a higher number than him. Done. Then hold triangle to pass. We're good. This is what I mean by you're badgering at it from the same angle.
Good game, Geralt. Especially that move with the...
Eskel, he doesn't need any praise, just pour.
All right, guys. Bedtime.
Speak for yourself. Night's still young as I see it.
But we're not. And tomorrow's a big day.
Fine. Drinking with my mirror image is just no fun. At least it wasn't last time.
See? Even you can't stand yourself. Good night. Damn. What a dream.
Why are you badgering at the same wall over and over and over again? Why would you need to think that?
Take it you had a productive evening?
So you're gonna base it on, so you're gonna base something that is completely unlikely
So I guess you didn't get
off
a
of
chance to see
something
the beams
that
in the
you
tower.
don't know in this case.
No. But we'll, get to that, I promise. Right, Lambert?
You can give the boys a
I'm-
rap on the knuckles later. Let's get to work.
That doesn't mean it'll happen to everyone you know, Zero. You're basing it off one fact entirely. Yes, it is bad where you're at. I'm not denying that. But basing it like that is just... It's like you're trying to say you have no hope. You should keep up the hope. You should try and support the person.
Playing with a megascope, I
Remaining to have hope when they are going through it helps keep them strong. But you're throwing that down the drain in this case.
He behaves differently. While falling asleep, he'd pause, awake for an instant. Something different about his movements, his gaze then, but only for a moment. So I induced a trance, hypnotized him essentially. No effect at first, but as he dropped into deep lethargy, I heard something. A sigh or a moan. And it wasn't Uma's voice.
No, sometimes you gotta listen to your heart, not your head.
Then keep silent. Thank you, Vesemir. And I apologize for what I said earlier. Have the boys told you what we plan to do?
Yes, don't like it one bit. I suppose I have to trust you.
Because sometimes listening to your head will get you nowhere, buddy.
We need only brew the potions.
Wait. Why couldn't we...
Do it earlier? Because the preparatory potions for the trial are strongly reactive. They must be administered immediately after they're brewed. Satisfied? Geralt, make the potions. Here are the formulae. Eskel, take a bottle of spirit.
No. After last night,
And disinfect the tools. Well, chop chop.
You don't know.
1 second. think we'll end off this episode here so we end off on an even number.